Journal prompt of the day is positive energy to move blocked spaces, fear, and apprehension. Again, journal this however you feel. I usually use tarot to guide my conversation with myself, but do what you will with that information. So, here's what I read. And just a little context, it is the Monday before one of my first big events of the year. On Saturday, I'll be hosting the Clothing Swap Festival for the revamp, and the morning started out very slow for me. And normally I would be like freaking out this morning and overworking myself this week. I already did that last week. I'm a week ahead of things. So I wanted to honor that space and get to the root of things and come back to home. So journaling and reading tarot is a great way for me to do that. So here's the prompt. Positive energy to move blocked spaces, fear, and apprehension. I used 3 different decks, so I pulled a different deck of cards for each of these prompts. So positive energy to move through blocked spaces. I pulled Strength, which immediately made me cry. And then Page of Emotions. This deck is a little bit different. It doesn't do the normal suits, but what I pulled and energetically from this is that I'm moving into a new space in my life and my world. Last swap, I was unable to take time in the morning, take time in my day, take time in my week because I was working a full-time job. So living creatively out loud and playing in my life is the path that I'm laying for myself. And if your goal is to get there and to live a creative life, it's going to take some strength and bravery. It's going to take some movement in a direction that is out of the norm, and blocked spaces are a part of the process, and allowing that blocked space to show you answers to things that you have questions around that you normally wouldn't attend to. But I think in the space of bravery and courage to live in a playful, creative expression of your life, that this blocked energy and blocked spaces is a space for you to stop, pause, think, take it all in, understand the things that are causing you and forcing you to slow down, and allowing you to lean in so that your creative self can shine better, shine brighter. It's something new. It's a new version of us. It's a new version of our life. And it's going to take bravery and courage and strength to live this way. Most people are comfortable living in a way that avoids fear, avoids apprehension, avoids blocked energy. But if we're moving through this path as slow and steady as it needs to be, in a way that's authentic and real and rooted in something that's going to make real impact, you have to have this calm sense of knowing. That doesn't mean that you're not afraid. That doesn't mean that it doesn't feel weird and like there's like parts of you that are growing and appendages of you that are coming out from the woodworks, but like calm, steady, step by step, even in the places that are blocked, is what I took from that. And living a life of impact, of community building, is going to take that kind of bravery, energy, and fortitude to do it. We need you to do it though. So if you have an inkling to build, create, impact the world, if you're angry about what you're seeing in the world right now, now is the time to express. And people's version of expression looks different from person to person. So for me, it looks like a festival. For others, it looks like protesting. For others, it looks like policy. For others, it looks different. But at the end of the day, we're impacting the world in a positive way. But it takes bravery. It takes trust, especially when you're starting at ground zero. So I asked for positive energy to move through fear, because I'm feeling some fear that I'm moving too slow, fear that I'm taking a break, fear that I'm doing the wrong thing, or I'm not doing what I'm supposed to, or whatever the fear is. It's external and internal. And I pulled Don't Quit Your Daydream from this Oracle deck and Defy Gravity. And what this is reminding me is that fear walks with expression, and it's just a feeling and a part of doing business. It is a part of doing business. And just because I have fear doesn't mean that the dream is incorrect, or doesn't mean that the dream is wrong, doesn't mean the work that I'm doing is wrong or in the wrong space. Fear of doing something that's unknown to you is a part of growth. It's the growing pains, the literal manifestation of growing pains is the fear. It takes fear, but it's a reminder that we're alive. It's a reminder that we're here, we're on this planet, we're doing something that is pushing us, that's taking us from level A to level B, or B to C, or A to Z, whatever the case may be. No matter where you are in your journey, there will always be a bit of fear. And if there's no fear, you're not expanding and growing enough in a way that's pushing you positively forward, that's pushing you to learn, think creatively, to be more strategic. When you look back on the fear that you have, oftentimes it is so much bigger in your mind than it is in reality. And you're looking at this huge mountain that you have to overcome and this huge obstacle, and you look back and it's literally just a hill, literally just a curve in the road, literally just something you had to just jump over. But when you're facing it for the first time ever, like a workout class, and you don't know how to pace yourself, and you are anticipating it being harder and something that you cannot accomplish, like that is what fear is in this sense. When we're talking about community building, manifestation, goal finding, achieving, wayfinding, when it comes to creative expression and making the world a better place, like fear is a big part of the process. And learning how to defy gravity, do it anyway, grow anyway, overcome anyway, build anyway, is a part of doing business when it comes to expressing yourself creatively. And the last prompt that I had was positive energy to move through apprehension and hesitation. And I pulled 4 different cards. First I pulled one, and then another one fell out, and then I just kept pulling. So I pulled the 9 of Cups, the 7 of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. And again, like I mentioned, I have a big event coming up this weekend, which expressed, like traditionally when I was reading in the deck, it was talking about like big events, community, communication, people gathering, abundance, overflow, all of that good stuff. And it felt really good, but also like protecting my people, protecting what I've built, protecting that community and showing up for them. And then the same thing with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So what I read for myself and for you is that you always somehow pull it off. No matter how much fear you have, how much hesitation, no matter how much apprehension or blocked energy you may feel, you generally will approach the finish line and cross it. No matter how it looks. It may look different than you think in your mind's eye as it should look, but you always cross the finish line. And your act of crossing the finish line allows people to do it for themselves, show up for themselves, create for themselves, build for themselves. So the world is showing up for you, so long as you show up for the world. And when you express yourself fully and completely in your creative vision that you have for yourself, yes, it may look different from what you anticipate, but it will always look alive, and it will always look bright and colorful and meaningful to someone, if not anyone but you. If not anyone but for you, should you be doing your due diligence to live a life that is fully, completely exhausting every bit of creativity, artistry, community, love, play, energy that you have within you. Should you be doing that, then you will cross the finish line a winner. Period. It may look like a different race than the race that you started, but you will cross the finish line as a winner. And be ready to, let's see, what did I write? Your confidence is gonna grow. You'll find ease and alignment. This is your kingdom. This is your reign, and you're one of the greats. So own your kingdom, no matter what that looks like. Own your greatness, own your creativity, and own the fact that you make an impact in the world, and you living it out loud is going to make the world a better place. And we need you for that. We need you to make the world a better place. I love you. This was your journal prompt of the day, and I'll see you at the Revamp Clothing Swap Festival this Saturday. Bye.